Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient rejection. I cannot, this is why I got to buy a new soundbar because I really can't figure out exactly where I put the soundbar at. The remote control for the soundbar. And I can't figure out what I did with it when we moved. Still have not been able to find it. All right, so I'm downstairs. Of course, you can see I'm downstairs. And I'm thinking about actually because of the customer's projector, it's actually a pretty low profile projector and I do like it. I'm going to basically just go in and just factory reset all the settings. So that way I can choose the settings I want to use on that particular projector. So I'm going to be using that one maybe in the kitchen. So I got to pop over to Home Depot's because Depot has this kind of granite top material that I think is 2 feet by 3 feet. And I'm thinking about putting a projection screen in the kitchen. So I just got a piece of our Supreme 8 right here next to the white wall. So I can get an idea of what I might want to go with. Now this is the customer's projector right there. The one I'm actually going to be shipping them out, the other one today. So I'm not going to use this right here, just get an idea, but they make a granite top that matches the top of this right here. It's about that thin. It's a kind of thin, kind of nylon plastic that they make for granite tops. And I'm going to get a piece that's going to be about 2 feet by 4 feet. And I'm going to actually tape the screen around the edges. So when I pull it off, I'll have that granite top design that's going to match this right here. And I'm going to actually Velcro it right across here, right? And then that way I can take my ultra short throw projector, push it up against the wall, and I can have myself a nice little screen here in the dining room. Because sometimes in the dining room, she wants to watch her cooking shows, or she wants to watch her couponing and all that stuff, which this has got to be cleared up today. I got to take all this stuff upstairs. And just remind her when she does the couponing, please take the stuff upstairs because it just junks up the freaking kitchen and drives me crazy. But that's where I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to utilize this projector. I'm going to take it downstairs and take the cover off of it, get it all cleaned down, spray it out and everything. Clean out the filters, not going near the lamp because I told you the lamps on these things are kind of buggy. If you pull them out, they don't activate. They go into a kill switch mode. So I'm just going to basically clean it down and everything. I may pull off the top of this and basically have a paint that they make that allows you to be able to turn any surface into like a kind of granite top design. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I already know I got plans for it already. So I'm going to use it here in the kitchen. Keep in mind like we have here in the kitchen. I'm going to use it here in the kitchen. I'm going to make myself a nice little granite top projection screen setup. So I can have it match the tabletop right here, and we can use it in here for, like I said, she likes to watch her cooking shows or anything she links from her cell phone. We already got a Chromecast already attached to it already. I got 9 or 10 Chromecasts in the shop in boxes that I use if I want to link something up real quick. So it doesn't look too bad right next to the window. You know, it looks fantastic. So just got an idea, just putting this against it, just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be looking at, because I can't do this on the white wall. White wall, so I can give me proper color. I'm going to have to get it from the black screens. So this is Supreme 8 coated on a piece of styrofoam. So I can get an idea on how I'm going to build this screen. No LED lights. There's going to be no LED lights. I'm going to keep it plain, keep it simple. And the reason why I'm going with that really flat kind of vinyl granite top, number one, it's lightweight, it's plastic, and I don't want anything too thick sticking out from the screen. I want it like it's attached to the wall. And since it's going to have a nice little granite top frame around it, I'll be able to match it with the interior here. So I'm going to take a picture of this, go pop down to Home Depot and see if I can get something that matches very close to this. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Doesn't make a difference lights on or off. It's always going to be next to a window, all the window light we have coming in here. And there's the other screen right there. I can't wait to play with this one. This one's already set up outside, already good to go. I sprayed the back of it with the polyor thing because keep in mind the back, this is a fixed frame screen. So the back of that screen is metal. So in order to keep anything from rusting or basically corroding, I had to basically put a protector, spray a protector protector. Spray a protector on the back of that screen so that way none of those metal parts become rusted. As for the LED lights, they had to be pulled because they're indoor LED lights. They're actually used for the screen in here and my lounge slash movie theater set up in here. So those are the LED lights that went to the back of the screen right there. And I have to go out and order some weatherproof lights. I might put chasers back there. I might put some chasers on the back of that screen there. So I haven't decided, but those have to be weatherproof. Now, the reason why I got it covered up is not because I fear the rain. We have a lot of geese out here, some big geese, and they like to basically do air raids out here, meaning they will poop on just about everything and anything that's not tied down. So last time I built the screen out here, I came up here and I had big white splats all down the side of the screen. I'm like, what the freak? And then realized that when the geese fly over top this particular area, which they fly right over top of my house, whether they're migrating or where they're going, they basically let loose sometimes and they hit. And that's why I got it covered up. Because she do the barbecue grill also. But like I said, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to basically put in a screen right here. And I'm going to use the customer's projector in my kitchen. I think that's a good idea. It's the only house I don't have a projection screen in. Like I said, there's no point in me buying a TV. Why don't I put a TV up in there? There's no point in putting a TV in here when all these screens activate with the lights on. And we were watching some Bob's Burger in the morning. Got my tea, some Doritos. And that's how it should be. I mean, I'm not watching movies, so why should I be sitting in the dark? If I'm sitting here just watching everyday TV, I should be having my lights on. That's one thing I like about this. When I watch a movie, we have lights off. If I'm not watching a movie and I'm watching regular TV, then I'll have the lights on.
The important thing is to clean everything in the whole room by yourself. And you had fun doing it. Did I? You did. You really did.
Where'd you guys go? We don't want you to eat bad mushrooms. You can get the worst diarrhea you can possibly imagine.
So from there. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a nice little screen in the kitchen. She loves the screen upstairs in the bedroom. Oh shoot. Forgot. So that's interesting. So I'll be using the customer screen projector instead. Going out and buying one. I'll use his projector. And he can have my other one. I'll play it back up there. I remember I had this, not saying all customers are bad. I have a lot of good customers, a lot of great customers. I do. But everybody knows that you're going to run into those particular ones that are going to try to cheat you. This particular one did try to cheat me. He just bought a projector, didn't know much about it, but I don't think he should have went in and changed any of the settings in that projector at all. Some people get over anxious and they start changing the settings thinking this is going to work and that's going to work. And I tell them, nope, don't do that because you're going there and hit something and you won't know what you did wrong and your image is going to come out looking kind of crazy. There is the Optima GT 5600 Ultra Short Throw. This is a new one too, 5600, right there. We are fully lit environment. Y'all saw me get up in the morning and turn my projector on. That runs all day. I told you I'm hard on my projectors. This projectors run all day. I think the PS4 cut off. The PS4 did cut off. So the only monitors we have here in the house are the only monitors we run here in the house are security monitors. We're the only ones that run in the house. Okay. See what happened there. Nothing. Alright, good. Nothing did happen there. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start working on a plan. I'm gonna have to pop over because Home Depot, Lowe's used to have that granite top. They used to sell it. Home Depot, Lowe's don't sell it anymore because I try to go past Lowe's to get that top because I wanted to show you how to make a marble frame projection screen, and they don't have it anymore. So I want to show you how to make it from there. So I really want to get a chance to show you something really big until summertime, because in summertime in the backyard, that's what we're going to start setting up 200 and 300 inch screens in the backyard. That's what I can't wait for the summertime. Let me see what's going on here for a minute. I'll pop over here real quick. We're running. We're running pretty good. Oh, that started running. Okay. So we're running pretty good. Gotta figure out why I'm having some lag on my desktop right there. I don't know why, but from time to time, I will have issues with that desktop. I gotta defrag my hard drive. I'm telling you, I gotta do some demonstrations outside because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am freaking bored. I'm bored. I am freaking bored. It's the inside demonstrations. I've done them to death. Literally, I'm gonna tell you right now, truthfully, I'm getting bored of this. I really am. I love what I do, but I'm getting bored. I need a freaking challenge. I mean, I really need to. We've done demonstrations outside. We've done demonstrations submerged in water. We've heated screens. We've done just about everything, man. I'm testing them against high performance screens, all that stuff. And I'm really starting to get bored with it because I want to really my most fun is when I get to do outdoor screens. I love doing outdoor screens because there's so much of a challenge outside. Inside, there's no challenge for us anywhere inside. I'm not trying to be bragging here, but there is no more challenge. Every house I've ever moved into, if you notice, has tons of ambient light. We've done these on short throw, long throw, 1100 lumen projectors, just about everything. And I'm kind of bored with it. I got to find something else to do. I'm going to go nuts. All right. How about this? All right. I got a little area right in there. I think that would be much more of a challenge for me to have fun with. All right, right there where that trash can's at, I'm gonna put me a screen right there so I can set me up a projector right here and I can hit it outside and get an image. There we go. Now that's something that'll give me something fun to do. So we got to do an outside demonstration. I got plenty of screens downstairs to play with. And I got plenty enough room where I'm not bothering anybody. If I zoom it just right to hit the screen, because if it overlaps, it's going to nail someone's house. My projectors in here are pretty powerful, so they're going to nail someone's house. Don't want that. But I think that would give me more of a challenge right there. That's something I could have some fun with right there. I was thinking about this the other day. I think about something even harder, a more harder challenge. Yeah, I think I would do that. Or maybe I can build me a rear projection screen, stick it in the driveway, and just have people ride by and just see a rear projection screen outside playing a movie or whatever. That would be fun. That would be fun. Because the indoor demonstrations, I'm sorry, I'm bored of them. I'm bored of it. I am. Painted freaking bed sheets. We painted just about everything. I need something else. We have a 9 and 10 in development. which I've seen the technology on that. I can only show that off with so much. I'm not going to really be able to have any real fun until I can get outside, because I got a whole entire backyard to play with, and I'm going to build bigger screens. These are not big enough for me. I want something massive. I mean, this year I want something gigantic, something freaking huge, something beyond what I'm used to building. I want a monster. I want a monster-sized screen. Maybe 250, 300-inch. I want freaking 4K projectors outside, towers, speakers. I want a real freaking challenge. Giant tabletop projection screens. That's what I want. And I got the blueprints already set up for it. You just have to wait for the weather, man, to play nice. To get outside and have some fun with this stuff. That's what I like about it. Anywhere in the environment, you should see that screen. And the customer's projector. I'm gonna turn it to. I'm gonna use that for the kitchen. I don't have a picture. I don't have a projection screen in the kitchen, and that's what we need in there. So let's show you what we're going to do downstairs today in the basement, since Ken is going a little crazy because he can't figure out anything else to do. So what else can we do? All right, so let's show you what we're up to. We're going to do several screens. Oh, this should be fun right here. So you want to know what this is? Okay, you remember the shower curtain screen that I did? This is the one that's coated with the paint, the shower curtain. And it has kind of like this see-through material, because it's a shower curtain. It's kind of a see-through mesh material right here, here, and here. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to actually put that against some gray screen paint and just basically press down on the roller with our Supreme 8 and put an imprint of our pattern of our screen paint on top of gray screen paint and see what we get out of that. For some fun, I'm bored, keep in mind. All right, and then on top of that, over here, we have our shower curtain projection screen. What can we paint with the Supreme 8? Let's find out. So this is my shower curtain projection screen right here. Then we have over here my bed sheet. This is my bed sheet projection screen coated with our Supreme 8. I think I'm gonna take this one outside and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one outside. It's a good size. And then we'll set it up with the projector and we'll do some demonstrations off of that. Here are all the other screens we worked on. There's the Gold 9. Actually, that's a gaming screen. That's a 9 right there. That's gaming paint. We got a 10 around here somewhere, floating around here somewhere. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to have to do. I'll have to go back into rear projection too. Do some rear projection screens because I think I'm doing that next. Oh, that's something I haven't done yet. And I do got an ultra short though projector. I have an idea. I'm going to do me a freaking rear projection screen. Well, I think I have one already. We do have one already. Well, guess what? Idea just popped in my head. Well, guess what? You just saw to do with the kitchen pretty soon. So once that's done, I'll have that up and going. So you can check that out. The kitchen projection screen. I should have that finished by Monday because I got orders to take care of today. And as you can see, like I said, man, love this. I don't know how anybody still has gray and white screens today. I don't get it. Let me shut this off. I don't know how people still have gray and white screens. I don't know how y'all do them things. In dark environments all day. Can you imagine if I had white screens in here, this entire house would be dark. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm not saying everybody has them. I don't know. Maybe y'all do, maybe y'all don't. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how in the world you walk around in your home with it being pitch black dark, or you just have that one section of the house dark where your projector's sitting at, because If you turn on lights in there, your screen's gonna wash out. I don't know how y'all do it. I couldn't do it. There's no way I could have my house darkened like that. But let me get down to Home Depot today so I can finish my project. Also, to have some ideas. I'm going to be working on some other things too. But like I said, I don't know how. I got up front. I don't know how people do it. I couldn't do it. Come on now, look at that. I mean, I don't have a gorgeous luxury house. I don't. But still, who the freak wants to sit in the dark just to watch a TV show? And if you know, like my projector's ultra short throw, right? But it doesn't sit up against the screen. I have an ultra short throw that's doing a long throw. Think about it. Look where the projector sits. It's ultra short throw. It should be sitting right there on the edge, shouldn't it? It doesn't. It sits on the floor. It doesn't make a difference where I put that projector at. It's going to pick up because the screens are designed to pull an image, an ambient light projection, an ambient light in area. And people sit there and say, well, you're not going to watch everything. You got to have the lights out all the... No, you don't. You're going to have the lights out when you watch TV, or you're just going to watch strictly movies all the time. I mean, of course, if you got a dedicated theater room setup. But then again, some of the dedicated theater room setup I've seen have a lot of interesting artwork and designs and movie posters and all that stuff. So nobody will ever see it because you're sitting in the dark all the time. Keep in mind, I've done demonstrations showing you what a light gray screen looks like when it comes to contrast in the dark with a 20,000 to 1 contrast projector, and it doesn't come up black; it comes up gray.
Maybe it's for the best. I'm gonna go cool.
Hey, you've got other kids, right?
Thanks, Harley. Appreciate that. Isn't this fun?
So that big gray screen you saw downstairs, that's going outside. We're going to be doing side-by-side demonstrations of that gray screen paint outside. Just to show you that, man, it's just, their time has come, man. The time has come for gray and white screens. I don't care what people say. The time has come for gray and white screens. They're obsolete.
There's not much for us to do here unless we could play with the hoses.
Sorry, I can't let you play with the hoses.
Is there a calendar I can pose for?
Actually, we shot the...
Nah, I don't let anybody live in my house.
I'm gonna call you April.
It's just me. I'm territorial.
You will.
Well, that's that Gene show.
Trust me. I'm territorial. You don't want to live with me. I'm the last person you want to live with. No, I was raised military. You don't want to live with me. I'll come in your room beating trash can lids together telling you got to get up. It's time to get to work. Nobody messing with you. Nah. I don't rent rooms out, man. I don't like people. I mean, there are people like that. They just don't like people in their space. Heck, I don't even talk to my neighbors out here. I don't. I'm the kind of person that doesn't say, hey, neighbor, how you doing? So I'm not that person. I'm just not that person. I stay to myself and quiet because I don't want people saying, hey, what do you do? Do you do this? Do you do that? No. They see me out there sitting with these giant screens and watching movies and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Now, for the kids that are over there, every so once in a while, I'll throw the projectors on. I put them in the outer boxes and throw the projectors on and put some cartoons out there, whatever, for them to watch. But as for the parents and stuff, I don't get along with parents and all that stuff too well. You know what I mean? I'm not a sociable person. I'm not a person that can go to a dinner party, and I can't do it. I'd rather just be home gaming or doing something like that. I just don't want to really be bothered with. You know what I mean? Everybody gets like that from time to time. But the funny thing about it, if you take me to Disney World, if I go to freaking Donny Park, any places like that, I'm a whole different person, man. I'm riding the roller coasters, man. I'm stuffing my face with all kinds of stuff that eventually, at the end of the day, will turn me into a human fountain.
Oh, they are in big trouble. But let's wait until after the race.
Yeah, you just certain days you can't. If I had neighbors, they would be talking to me every day about everything.
To see them punished. So,
They'll be talking to me about everything every single day. They'll be talking about something. Nah. Out here it's different because everybody cares about their lawns, about this and that. It's a bit of self-pride out here. I really don't give a rat's behind. I don't. I cut my grass when I get ready to cut my grass. Heck, if I want, I'll let the grass grow like the corn in Kansas. Like, I really don't care because, like I said, it's just my space. Leave me the freak alone. But other than that, everybody out here is pretty nice. They are. Just not that kind of sociable person. Just not. You know what I mean? My circle's small. I have a few friends I chill with, and that's it.
He's in charge. Yes, hi, Captain Diggs.
I think I talk to you guys more than I talk to the neighbors. Yeah, eventually I do talk to you guys more than I talk to the neighbors. I do. I think I got 2 people in this entire neighborhood that I actually speak to. There's a fellow who walks these big Rottweilers up and down the path. I freaking love his dog. I like big dogs. It's Rottweiler, a Mastiff, and King Corsa. And I don't know if I'm saying that right correctly or not, but that's what he has. 3 of these giant dogs. Man, one day I was getting out of the car, I lie to you not, and I didn't see the owner. Now, these dogs are jet black, and where my house sits, the street light doesn't hit there. So it's dark. So I just seen 3 dogs without an owner walking up the street. I'm thinking, oh God, I'm gonna die. And then eventually I saw the owner walking up behind him because his leashes are black. And he wears all black when he walks at night. And I was like, man, I was praying there were owners attached to those dogs.
Dad, can I talk to you for a second?
But yeah,
Sure.
I hear you.
Yell at me again? No, I just...
It's just better sometimes for some people are sociable and they talk and they like to be around their friends and the neighbors and stuff like that. And other people just like to keep to themselves. That's all. Besides, I think the people in the neighborhood think I might be crazy. I really do. I'm not joking with you. I literally think they do because of my work. Because keep in mind, inside the house, when I'm over there testing out screen paint, all right, I got to do lights on and lights off. So, and at nighttime, when I'm showing you off these screens, I turn my lights on, I turn them off. I turn them on, I turn them off. You know, because in here, you're watching me turn these lights on and off to show you how the screen reacts with the lights on and off. But outside, if you were a neighbor staring at my house, you would see my lights flashing on and on and on and off. You would think, okay, maybe this person's having an electrical issue or he's just plain nuts. Which I haven't gone over and explained to him why that happens. But it's interesting. But I think only 2 people in the neighborhood knows what I do for a living, but I just don't tell them about it. Because if I did, and I did set up screens for people, every 5 minutes I would have somebody knocking at my door or going into the back, try to walk in through the gate and come into the backyard, you know what I mean? To say, excuse me, neighbor, you know, I got this projector and I want to know if you could set this up for me and so and so and so. I'll never hear the end of it. So I think I like the fact that the neighbors think I'm crazy because they leave me alone. Besides, I'm not planning to be here long anyway. Not long at all. I'm only planning to be here probably about another year or so. I am actually looking at getting myself 10 acres, 10 to 13 acres of land. That's what I want next. Because then I can build whatever the freak I want and nobody can say, well, the screen's too big or it's distracting my view or your speakers are too loud. I don't have to go through that. I can build giant, massive screens. Oh, and by the way, if I want to get that land, I can get a couple of those freaking, what do they call them? The drones. The ones that follow you around that record everything. Can you imagine having drones to actually watch us build these giant screens on all this land? Oh, that's going to be so much fun. That's going to be so much fun. I'm going to build me a monster screen. So that's what I'm in the market for. And I want to do a shipping container home. That's what I'm in the market for. I got to do something with some of that contract money. Get a lot of land. I can have a bunch of dogs out there, maybe a couple birds, maybe a few cats. All right, so that's going to be the project for today. We're going to put in a screen in the kitchen. That's going to be the project for today. So we got to put it right there. And this peeled off by mistake. I went to pull something off and peeled this off. So now I got to go to Home Depot. I scrape a bit of this off right here and take it down to Home Depot or Lowe's and they analyze it and I can paint right over top of it. This happened to me upstairs when I was putting in the gamer screen. When I went to go peel the tape off, some of the paint came off with the paint tape. So I went over to Home Depot because the upstairs has a really strange color. And I went over to Home Depot and I got this right here made. So this is the paint that matches the upstairs color to the wall. So what happened was when I did the screen, I painted the screen upstairs and I peeled the tape off, some of the paint came off with it. So I had to scrape off a piece of that, take it down to Lowe's, and Lowe's was able to analyze and match the exact same color. And I just went over and just repainted underneath the screen. So that's what we're doing in here. Is every time if I pull something off, some of that paint comes with it. We just scrape off a little piece, take it over to Home Depot or Lowe's. They analyze it, and then what they'll do is they'll match that color, and then just paint over top of it. I like to put a little putty in there just in case, and then sand it down, and then basically go over top of it. So that's what happened upstairs. Taking you with me. So I'll have to work on the project. I won't have any real fun until it gets warm because, like I said, I have 3 big screens that I'm putting in the backyard, and all those screens are going to run off 4K. So we're going to do 4K projectors, well, 3 4K projectors in the backyard. One's going to be a tabletop gaming screen. The other one's going to be a 100 and maybe about, I'm going to try to do like 190 inch or 100, I want close to 200. A 235.1. And the other one's going to be a 240 inch inflatable screen. Inflatable screen, I can take that at any given time, so that's what I like about that. Let's see what's going on here. There we go, in timeout mode. I love these chasers, man. These things are fantastic. You have the lights on. I got these in stack too. I haven't had any time to really play with the remote control too much. Where's the remote control to these things? Oh, please don't tell me I walked around the house and left that someplace too. Got a bad habit. Oh, here it is. So these are the remote controls to the original lights right here. And this is the remote control for the chasers. Much big difference. Trust me, these things do so much. Now I'm kind of regretting that I wish I did the entire room with these, because these things are freaking cool as I don't know what. Let's see if I can pull this back some so you can see. Oh, the stack. I love the stack. These are the ones I love the most. These are the stacks. So when I get done, I have running through the entire room. I think I'm gonna put these in the backyard around the arcade table. Want to do the stacks in blue? Oh yeah, I can change them. Oh, you can change them. Okay, cool. You just have to keep hitting the colors over and over again to change them. I want them in blue. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these on. I like these. I like these a lot. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna be back on until tomorrow. Actually, no. I got one demonstration to do before I sign off for the rest of the day. Later on, probably around 4, I'll be doing the demonstration all in one hit. We got a screen coated with styrofoam, one painted with the polyester shower curtain. The other one's painted with the bed sheet, which we already did that a few times. But we're all going to do all at the same time. And probably if I can find some glass, which I'm looking for, I'll do a glass projection screen also too, just to show you exactly what you can paint it on. The reason why I'm using all those different forms of different surfaces, we're going to hit that with the projector. You're going to watch all those screens blend together, just to show you it doesn't make a difference what you paint it on. It's still going to react the same way. I have some people that feel that if I paint this on form of glass, or if I paint this on a form of a different surface, the screen's going to react different. I'm like, no, it's not going to react different because of what surface you choose. It's basically going to react the same way no matter what, and that's what you want. Let's start real quick. I'll show you something really fast. So what I want to show you because I get this quite often. I'll get people. Oh, and by the way, I bought some black house paint too. So we're going to do a demonstration of black house paint because I still keep getting those comments where people are saying, "Well, what if I painted my wall with black paint, or what if I paint it with use a black material or black bed sheet or whatever?" And for some reason, you know, they keep thinking they're going to get the same results. So I'm telling you, no, you're not going to get the same results. What's going to happen is you're going to end up with a very, very, very dirty image. I shall be back. Hold on for a minute. Keep in mind, we give you a free blackout cloth surface that comes with the kit. Lights out. Alright, I'm back. So, I had somebody say, well, if you give us a blackout cloth material, yes we do, for free. With all our kits, we give you blackout cloth material. And somebody's saying, well, what if I just keep the blackout cloth material and I just use that and I can send your screen paint back? Well, yeah, you can do that. You're not going to like the results, but you can do that. It's no problem. I'll take your paint and I'll sell it to somebody else. And you can keep the blackout cloth and I'll show you what happens if you do that. So this right here, because I'm not dressed, this is the blackout cloth we give you for free. All right. So we're going to put that here. Stay. There we go. Put that there. And I had a fellow once say, well, instead of me going out and buying your black screen paint, I can go out and get some, not black vinyl, but the back of my projection screen has black vinyl on the back of it. Well, this is the black vinyl on the back of a projection screen. Alright, I'm getting the Xbox and the PS5. That is definitely going to happen, my friend. That is definitely going to happen. Kaboom! Already own the second gen models. I already got plans to buy both of them, and I got plans to buy the VR glasses too. I own them down there on the floor. Only problem with the VRs, I can't wear them all the time because I have like really bad headaches. I suffer from migraines, so you know I only wear them when I feel good. When I have the ability to wear them. Other than that, no. Can't wear them all the time. The skin would be all kinds of jacked up. But yeah, I plan to buy both systems. I'm not into that whole fanboy stuff about which system is better. I'm all about the gaming. You know what I mean? Some games are going to be exclusive for one system. Some games are going to be exclusive for another system. I just want to play. That's all I want to do. I don't care which system is better and which system has this, that, or the other. I just want to game. That's all. I couldn't care less about which is which. You can see right here, I got Gears of War guns in here. And I got PS4 stuff, collectible stuff in here. I really don't care. I just collect whatever. Some people are like hardcore, you know, Xbox fans and hardcore PS4 fans. Let me tell you something. I was at one point, I used to be a hardcore Xbox fan. And I missed out on a lot of good games for the PS4. I missed out on a lot of good games for the PS system. I did. Uncharted, never played it. God of War, never played it. Never played any of these games before because these are games that are actually on the PS4 and I missed out on that. And I got a chance to go into the PS store and check out God of War. Freaking amazing. I missed out on all those good games because I was so freaking into that all about being a fanboy. Forget the fanboy nonsense. I don't care. I'm just going to play any game system, man. That's what it's going to be. It's all about the gaming. At the end of the day, we're all gamers. Whether what system we play, we're all gamers. Whether it be Wii, whether it be this, whether it be that, Switch, whatever it may be, we're gamers. That's it. There should be no gripe going back and forth about which system is better. Whatever system you choose is whatever system you play on. At the end of the day, we all game. That's it. That's the bottom line. Whether you're a PC gamer, whether you're a console gamer, we're all gamers. That's it. That's what it comes down to. Because I tell you one thing, whether you want to play sides or not, I bet you if the U.S. government decided to get involved and say, guess what, I think video games are violent and we should ban all of them. At that particular point, it's offensive to all of us that are gamers. Doesn't care what system you got, it affects all of us. So that's why I don't get into that whole anymore about which system is better, this, that, and the other. Who cares? As long as at the end of the day, when you're stressed out, or you just want to get online and game with your friends, it's all about having fun, and that's it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, just having fun with your friends, kicking back and watching each other do dumb stuff, because I've done some dumb stuff online. We all have. Like, you know what I mean? Holding the grenade for too long, or shoot one of your teammates, or just doing something completely idiotic, you know what I mean? Like, I used to, like, when we used to Grand Theft Auto 4, oh, man. I used to freaking love playing Grand Theft Auto 4 and freaking an online play was freaking amazing. I don't know. I don't like 5. I don't like 5 online play. I don't. I like the 4 because it had freaking death matches. Everybody can get in there and rumble. You can change the maps any way you want. You can have the cop modes on. I freaking loved it, man. Me and my buddies used to go on. We used to play this game where everybody had to start and ending, and everybody had to make it to the Statue of Liberty, and you had to do anything to anybody just to get there, like blow people's cards, something, whatever. It was just fun. I freaking loved it. All right, so black house paint, because I had a few people thinking that they could paint their screens with just everyday black house paint, but that's what we have on our core board, some black house paint. And this right here is black vinyl, right there. But yeah, man, like I said, all this, whose system is better, who really cares? At the end of the day, if it makes you happy, go play. That's what it's about. I just hope to goodness that they don't freaking hike up the prices for these console systems, man, because they got to consider the fact that I understand these systems cost a lot of money and all, but think about it. If you're buying the console and it's like $500 or $600, then they got to consider the fact you got to pay for a membership so you can go online and play. And then you got to turn around and you got to buy games. Games can be anywhere from $60 a piece. So you know you're going to have 3 or 4 games. You know that from the door. You're going to have 3 or 4 games in your library. If not, you're going to be bored out of your freaking mind with just one. And then you got to pay for all this. Some people get the accessories and stuff, but I'm glad you don't have to pay for the memory cards anymore, because when we had to pay for memory cards, that was a pain in the neck. And if you lost your memory cards, you lost all your saves. Oh, remember that era? The memory card era? If you lost all your saves, you were screwed. Yep. But I don't know. Like I said, I've been gaming for a bit. There's my Sega Master System right there. That's the Sega Master System with CD. There's all my old stuff, Dreamcast, stuff like that. You know. Well, who remember? Yeah, you remember the memory card era. The memory card era. And there was no save to your game system. You saved everything on a memory card. Oh, man. Worst things worse. If your memory card came corrupt, you lost everything that you worked for. Man. And then I remember when the Xbox came out, this big one right here, the big, huge Xbox, that thing had Genesis. Remember Genesis? Yeah. The Xbox had a 10 gig hard drive. That was it. You couldn't swap them out for another one. You couldn't do any of that nonsense at all, period. You couldn't swap them out. I'm not saying nonsense, but you couldn't do that at all. But they had a 10 gig hard drive in there. And man, I'll never forget, I got freaking Grand Theft Auto, and I decided to try to get this achievement where you had to beat the entire, now you had to beat the first level without saving the game. So I actually finished the entire first half of that game, and when I went over to the bridge to basically load up to the next garage, my freaking game froze, and I lost all that. I had to do it all over again. Hold on for a minute. Hello? Yes, it is. You have to prime the wall. It's S primer already built into it. Yep. It's a one coat application, but if you basically go in and sometimes people put 2 coats just in case if they missed any spot. There's a light coat if you miss anything, but 1 or 2 coats are not going to make a difference at all. Put an extra coat on it. No problem, no problem. You have a good day. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, people. Yes. Yes. The memory card. You remember trading memory cards with somebody? I used to hate that crap. You trade a memory card with somebody, you might not get it back the same way you actually, especially when it came to lending games, but lending a memory card to somebody, you had to really, really trust that person to actually give them a memory card. All right, so up here we have the black blackout cloth that comes with our screen paint kits. We have, I think that's black vinyl. Yeah, black vinyl that, for some reason somebody thought that was a good idea. The black vinyl comes to the back of your screen. The other one is going to be, actually it is, I think that's black fiberglass or black plastic. And the other one is everyday house paint. So what we're going to do is we'll pull up some white levels. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when CDs used to be so finicky that if you even touched them the wrong way, them suckers would not play. And everybody, I don't know how many of y'all remember the N64 era, not N64 era, but the Nintendo era where you had to blow into the cartridges to get them to work. I remember doing that. I remember doing that. I remember blowing into the cartridges to get them to work. Oh man, but when you got that game to load up, that was the best day of your life, man. That was the best freaking day of your life when that game started playing. I remember they didn't even have, when NES came out, there was no pause on the controller. No pause at all. Yeah, those are the good days, man. Those are the good days. You had Contra, and you had all those good games. Those were the good days of gaming. So there we are showing a white screen. Because as I said before, that any screen can pull up contrast levels. One of the problems you're going to have when it comes to black screens is you have to be able to pull white level. I know it sounds batty. People say it's not true, but it is. You have to pull, a black screen has to be able to pull a white level. It's going to pull contrast regardless because the screen's black. Any black surface is going to pull contrast. It's black. It's like a gray screen. Any gray screen is going to pull a white level. And a white screen, any white screen is going to pull white level. But white screens can't pull contrast. They can't pull deep colors. That's why they fade. So this just shows you what happens if you try to house. Well, that's black house paint on the end, and that's black fabric. That's black vinyl. Nope, screen's not gray. My screen is black. And I'll show you. I'll take there you go. That's a black screen. The problem is that the fact that the haters, and I like to call it the haters or the Jamaholics, whatever you want to call it, the problem is that everything that they tried to say doesn't even add up to what they tried to do. And I'll tell you why. First things first, where technology was producing images in fully lit environments, what did they come up and say? It's got to be the settings on his projector. So I did a demonstration with the Casio projector and a 1100 lumen projector showing the settings in my projector, pushing them all the way back past factory settings with a black piece of cardboard in the middle of the screen. And my screen was able to produce a higher and brighter level with the factory levels on the Casio at minus 128. I have those demonstrations on my channel. Everything I record, so I back everything up. So now they couldn't use that theory anymore. Then they try using the theory by saying that my product was black house paint. Now, first they said my product is black because it's black house paint, but now they said it's gray. So which one is it? Is it black or is it gray? Make up your mind. So keep in mind that the people we have contracts with signed a contract for black technology, not gray technology, which means I wouldn't have that contract because they would know that the product was gray and not black. For every customer I do business with, they know the technology is black. But this is the stuff that they have to start because it's the only way they can deal with the fact that they can't reach that level in that part of the bar. We raise the bar. So now, because we have a black screen that can produce a higher white level than any black screen on the market, the only thing they can come up with saying, well, it has to be gray because that's the only way. Keep in mind that a Dark Star 9 they're called gunmetal screens. They are dark gray. When we do a demonstration against a Dark Star 9, we're producing a higher black level than the Dark Star 9, knowing that it's gunmetal. If our screen was dark gray, it would match the Dark Star 9 and a black star field instead of producing a higher black level, which shows that our screen is black. So like I said, it's all different kinds of different things to say because they want to debunk the product because they can't basically compete with it or they're just jealous, which I really don't freaking care if you're jealous or not. What you need to do is you need to step up your game and make a better product. If you feel that you basically are coming short on this, then you need to step your game up. You need to work harder. Don't blame me because I basically work harder than you. You need to step your game up. When they started complaining about, oh, well, his videos are all pre-recording, so he must be editing. Now we do all live demonstrations. Can't complain about that one anymore, can you? I've done demonstrations on levels that they can't even begin to compete with. I have never seen anyone beat any of the demonstrations that we have done, not one of them. I have a demonstration outside on a 50 lumen projector outside in the evening hours. It was never matched. I put a demonstration out called the 1100 lumen challenge. It was never matched 2 years ago, never matched. So how are you going to come at me about my product and yet you haven't even not once done any of my challenges at all? I can walk through my entire house and I don't own one projection screen. Not projection screen, but TV. Do you know how much confidence you have to have in your product to be able to walk through your environment, have all your projectors running in a fully lit environment without the need of a TV? But yet, when I watch freaking certain videos, I'm always watching. No. I'm not talking to you about this. I'm talking to everybody. This is not pertain to you. This is pertaining to anybody who basically challenges my product. I'm talking about the individuals that have been going out and spreading these little nasty rumors because the bottom line is these are the same individuals who have TVs in their homes. These are the same individuals that are endorsing TVs. They're doing reviews on TVs. I don't even understand how that even works. How do you do a review on a TV and you basically sell screen paint? That's like Black Diamond coming out with their own TV. Or Elite Screens coming out with their own TV, but persuading you to buy their projection screens. Doesn't make any sense. This is not towards you. It's just the nonsense that we put with because people basically don't want to work hard enough. That's the problem. I'll get that later. That's a business call. Can't conduct that here. But that's the problem. They don't want to work hard enough. And if we do something that's different than what they can't do, the only thing they can do is just try to come in and try to tear it down, which I really don't freaking care. And I tell you why I don't care. I'm contracted, people. Don't care. Don't care. All those little snide remarks about how we have to test his product to get the final results. Who freaking cares? I can show you the difference right now. This is the difference between my black technology and anything out there on the market. Now see, I can come out here and show you the difference between my screen and another black screen. Let me know when you've seen one demonstration of a gray screen versus other gray screens doing black contrast demonstrations and showing a significant difference in their product versus something else. You haven't seen one, have you? You know why? Because they all react the same way. They all produce the exact same flaws. Look at these high-end projection screen companies like Elite Screens, Black Diamonds, all those big high-end screens. They use high-powered projectors. They use ambient light controlled environments. Let me know one time you've ever seen a demonstration of any of them doing demonstrations with a 720p projector. All right, we got a person right here of interest. What is your problem, Chief? Okay, here you go. Bye-bye. Here we go. But anyway, like I said, when you watch, and I've been in these, not saying, when I had to take my product down to get tested, one of the things, I don't know why the command's on. Go over there. Anyway, when I had to take a product to get tested, they would bring in like high-end projectors, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 lumen projectors, 4K projectors, high-end 1080p projectors, and they would test that on our product. And I'm thinking like, this is the reason why their screens look the way they look, because they're using high-end projectors. The entire environment, I've watched them set up the environment to make the screen look good. I'm trying to tell them, like, you're not going to have to use this here. You can take that screen, you can put it in a crappy environment. Use one of 720p crappy projectors. The screen's going to look great. But they have to satisfy a certain audience. So you let me know anytime. I tell anybody, I would give you free paint for the rest of your life. And if you can show me any demonstration from any of these high-end projection screen companies that are using a 720p projector. Name one. One of them, any of them, that's using a 720p projector. Not even a newer model. Something old and something crappy. Because my projector I'm using right now is 720p. This is a 720p projector that cost me $139. So let me know if you've ever seen one. I have never seen one. I've watched Black Diamond demonstrations. I seen when they had that giant coffee table, $50,000 Sony projector sitting in that environment. I've been in show booths, and I do my homework. I've been in a few show booths that they had over at Best Buy where they had their screens on display. I went there and sat down. I tried to get up and I tried to look at the screen on an angle. They wouldn't allow me to do it. Some of these screens have something called a narrow viewing cone, which means if you take the projector and if you lean to the left or the right, the screen becomes dark because it has a narrow viewing cone. You can only view it if you're in the center of the screen. Let's come over here and let's pick this color. Now, because they can't, keep in mind, these are the same individuals who sat there and said, well, don't buy the screen paint. It's nothing more than black paint. He's scamming you. He's selling you nothing but black paint. Now that the technology is showing that it has the ability to produce a higher white level than any other black screen, now they're saying, oh, it's gray. And do you know that how badly you make you look like an idiot when you say dumb stuff out of your mouth? First, you're trying to convince people that it's black paint. But now you're trying to turn around and say, oh, well, it's not black paint. It's gray. Because that's the only way it's able to produce a higher white level than a black screen. It has to be gray. So which one is it? Is it gray or is it black? That's why we did that funny looking gold screen downstairs. Because when I did that gold screen and displayed the 9 to 10, Mr. J was the first one to pop on his channel and say, oh, it's just black paint. He didn't know that paint was actually gold until we actually took the camera and threw it up against a black screen and says, no, they're not black and they're not gray. They're a funny goldish brown color. We're on the PS4 right now. I love this. You do know I'm actually on a PS4 controller, right? This thing is actually running on a PS4. I'm showing off the white levels. We'll get to gaming. I've done tons of gaming on this. This is actually gamer paint. You're watching the screen blow out, freaking produce higher white levels on black and gray screens, and you're gonna ask if it runs on a PS4. It's running on a PS4 right now. With the lights on a 720p projector. I'm not sitting in the dark. I don't sit in the dark and play games. Have you seen my screen downstairs? My downstairs is fully lit. I got Bob's Burger playing on 126 downstairs. PS4. Oh, just dropped something. I always drop that mouse. How well does it work? Oh, man. We don't do dark environments over here. All right, so let me get this straight. The projector, this projector right here, this projector, if you don't get it used, this projector will cost you, and I was lucky to get this one. This right here is NEC M352WS. This projector, brand new, costs $900, about close to about $1,000 for this projector. I was lucky to get this projector for $139. Now, if you do find them, they're going to cost you $400 to $500. It's not a cheap projector. NEC usually doesn't make DLP projectors. They usually make LCDs. That's why I was kind of surprised when I found a projector that was DLP. This is 10,000 to 1 contrast. This projector would cost you around probably $900, close to $1,000 if you got it brand new. But some people feel, and I'm going to put this out here real quick. Some people feel that because when we display projectors like this, they think, okay, maybe it's the projector doing all the work. No, it's not the projector doing all the work, man. I guarantee you, if you got the same projector and you hit this on a white or gray screen, you're not going to like the results. Let me come over here real quick. We're going to do some gaming on here. But let's come over here real quick. Let's go back to my... This is why I have this in my gaming room. It's daytime out here, and I can see my screen crystal clear. And if you try to paint your wall with black paint, well, this is what's going to happen to your projected image you're going to pull up. If you try to use any one of these screens right here, this is what you're going to pull up. We'll do some gaming with the black on here too, just to show you what you'll get. Yeah, is that a TV? Funny. You really think, honestly, that's a TV? TVs don't mount that close to the wall. Let's see, let's go over here and let's pull up. Let me see. I want to pull red up. That's if you ever get the idea to paint your wall with black paint, see what happens. Not in your colors won't even pull up right. Matter of fact, let's go in and pull up a, better yet, let's get a cute, I'm going to get that instead. This will bring all your colors up in one hit. And we can take our lights out for a bit. For some people, it's driving them crazy because they can't figure out how it's done. Not in a million years, my friend, will you ever figure out how it's done. There's a secret code on how to make a black screen produce white light. See, contrast is important in a black screen, but white levels are even more important because the screen has to have the ability to show multiple shades of white levels. And white levels are required so the colors don't come out too dark, so the image doesn't come out dirty. Let's pull up, let me see. That's what I keep telling y'all. Once that contract, end of March, our contract becomes official, the website will be locked. You will not be able to get your hands on this product at all. And whether or not if the distributors decide that they're going to basically market to the customers, I don't know. Let's go over to, let's see. Oh, I got it going right here. I like to do. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing videos, and I'll tell you why. Because there's one thing that's not under that contract, and we talked about it. The gamer paint, not the gamer paint, but we have a screen that we're working on. We're actually working on a gaming screen, a physical gaming screen. I need more money. I need more money to be able to produce more advanced products. And that contract is going to come, these new contracts coming in. On top of that, I got some working capital coming in on something else. I can't tell you what it is, but I got some serious money coming in for something that happened years ago in an accident. I'm finally going to get paid for it. But anyway, long story short, I have gaming screens I'm in the process of actually designing. Now, like I said, we got other projects in the works, but as for the screen paint itself, no, that's going to be actually put out on the market for actually, and they're going to be in the process of using that for company contracts. Because it probably will be used for installments. Deluxe has 9 technology in it, that's why. It produces much more brighter, more vivid colors, higher white levels. It's going to produce contrast so the screen is black. But the 8, that Deluxe 8 has 9 technology embedded into it. It looks a little different. It has a bit of the gold in it. Not right away. Can't do it side by side in that. We will be doing one, but not right away. There's a difference between golds if you look at them. They don't look black and they don't look gray. I've done that demonstration many times before. They have an interesting color code to them. We can't do that side by side yet. If I would have done that a long time ago. Keep in mind, I have contracts and things that are being developed that right now I have interest. Right now I have people already signed up for contracts for that 8. So no, I cannot do that because it actually will put one down over another. And 9s are not even available yet. We had that technology embedded in the 8s, yes, but the full 9s are not even available yet. So no, the 9s are not even available yet. We had that technology embedded in the 8s, wait. Yes, but the full 9s, I'm actually playing back my video while I'm playing back my video. That's weird, man. That is freaking weird. All right, let's go over here and let's do whatchamacallit real quick. There's a lot that goes on in a contract. I'm not trying to belittle you or anything, but I wish you would understand And a lot of things that I can do and a lot of things I can't say. And I'm actually under a few NDAs right now. Because there's projects I'm actually working on that 8 is going to be embedded into. Which I can't even bring up or talk about. But I can tell you one thing. There will become a time when you actually hit that website and it will require passwords. The reason why that has to be done, and I explained this to you before, is it has to be done. It's not something that I'm going to enjoy doing. Keep in mind, I've had my business for a very long time. But it has to be done because, like I said, in any contract we signed, I've been to the different products that we have designed. The first thing a distributor is going to say is, look, it may not work due to the fact that there's a good chance that if we do an installment for somebody, they can just skip what we're charging and they can go to the website and they can make an order right from there. And they could. So it doesn't give anybody any kind of confidence who's signing a contract with us, because they can't do installments because people can just walk over top their head and place an order right from there. So to keep things on a to keep things where everybody's happy, we just let them know that, hey, look, this is what's going to happen once the orders start coming in, and we can basically support our company and things that have to be done, and we got another form of revenue coming in. Then, out of good faith, we'll basically password code the website, because now that makes it so that no company can go over top their head. You would literally have to have a contract through our company in order to buy that product. And really, technically, no one can get upset with us because the product has been out for a while. It has been out for quite a while. It's up to you whether or not you take advantage of it while it's here. You can't get upset over that. You can't get bothered by that. I mean, come on, this is business. I mean, bottom line is, I want to grow. I want my company to go to the next level. My company is allowed to go to the next level. That gives me the ability to be able to build other stuff, design other stuff. And on top of that, be able to produce better stuff for everybody else. But it's been here. That's the same thing when I found out KB Toy Store was going out of business. I went down there with $4,000. I bought everything I could get my hands on, because I knew darn well I was not going to be able to get my hands on this stuff again. So I bought whatever they had in inventory. And that's why we've been doing the promotional deals on the website. We dropped the paint down lower than it's ever been. Lower than ever been, so everybody can afford to get their hands on it. We did that one quart at $139. Everybody was complaining about how the paint was too expensive. We came in and did a price drop for you. We dropped that paint that usually was selling for $300 easily, because that technology blew out a $3,000 projection screen. So consider the fact that you got a technology before you, that you're watching me walk around live through my house, showing all my screens display with all the lights on, everything's running off ultra short throw projectors, doing demonstrations outside on just about every level that other companies are not even doing. Not only are you picking that up, but big companies are staring at the same videos that we're doing every single day and figuring out ways how to utilize our technology to their benefit. It's not the first time we've been approached. We've been approached many times before. We just decided to go with this particular contract because the fellow we talked to was a really nice individual, number one. He's a Christian, number two. And on top of that, he did something that no other company did. He took that product and he basically painted it inside of a commercial property. They did it inside of a church. And when the pastor came out to look at the screen, they thought they were TVs. They weren't TVs. So they did their research after they bought that product. They wanted to see how other people were going to react to the technology. And they liked what they saw so much that they basically came up to us and asked us for if we wanted to do our distributorship. And I said, sure. Why pass up on it? We've had confrontations. I've showed you documents. I've had confrontation with SL Screens about technology we developed in 2015. We've had NDA, not just a contract, but an NDA disclosure agreement with Screen Innovation, what's it, Seymour AV. I can show you documents on that. And here we are coating bed sheets, shower curtains, cardboard boxes, styrofoam, with a technology that we can match up against a $3,000 screen and show you the performance of our technology. I showed you live demonstrations of all 4 different forms of projection screen samples. We couldn't care less about the freaking, oh yeah, and like I said, people that will have this paint will be, when our company converts over into distributorship, they will be the ones that can sit there and say, I got that screen while I got my hands on it. Those who don't get it, just don't get it. That's all to it. I can't say what these contract distributors are going to do and how they're going to do it. If they decide that they're going to do it where customers can buy from them, then that's how they're going to do it. If they're not going to do it that way, they're just going to do it for installments, that's how they're going to do it. And keep in mind, like I told people this before, that if you have a company and you have spent $30,000, $40,000 on all white fixed projection screens for your business establishment. Now, in order for you to upgrade to the next level of screens, you're going to have to replace all your screens. No one wants to throw away 30 grand. I don't care if it's old. You don't want to throw away $30,000 worth. That's money lost. But they're going to say it's an investment because these screens are going to allow you to be able to do so much more. You're still throwing away $30,000 at the end of the day. But our technology can come in there and we can recoat, or they will recoat every last one of your screens. So you don't lose anything at all. You actually pay a little bit more to upgrade your screens, and that means motorized projection screens, fixed frame screens, but not only that, you don't have to hear, well, my ultra short throw doesn't work with my screen. Well, you have to go out and spend the money for an ultra short throw projection screen. No, you can swap out any one of your screens and use them with short throw, ultra short throw, use them in fully lit environments. Heck, take them outside if you want. Some people may consider to be selling out. It would have selling out. I would have sold out a long time ago. I would have sold out a long time ago. You would have never even heard of a 9 or a 10 or an 8 or a 7. It wouldn't have existed. If I had sold out. For anybody to sit there and say, oh, he's selling out, he's selling out. If I did that, I got opportunities way before that technology we have right now was ever developed. You would have never heard of this stuff ever. That's why we're having these, whoa, I can't believe I missed that crap. That's why we're having these demonstrations. Let me take these black screens off of my screen. That's why we've been having these whatchamacallem, these promotions on our website. Because like I said, yeah, my paint sold for $300 and $400 and it sold like crazy, and it did. Sold easily. Because we could prove that we could beat a $4,000 projection screen. I got a friend of mine, I'm still good friends with to this day. We talk every single day. As a matter of fact, this guy who just called a few minutes ago, he was going to spend at least about $15,000, $16,000 for an SL screen. He bought our technology instead. It cost him, at the time he bought a gallon from us for that paint, he paid about somewhere between $468 for that paint. Because that was a lot cheaper than him dropping down a good maybe $15,000, $16,000 for a screen. Because when you can go up there and you can show that your screen is knocking out 10 to 11 high performance screens, when you're doing demonstration ambient light projection tests outside, you don't see screens. Let me know anytime in this demonstration, you let me know anytime you ever seen elite screens or any of them high performance screens test anywhere their screens outside for ambient light projection. They don't do that. Supreme 8s have been outside. They can pull images outside. You don't see that with a Black Diamond or an elite screen or a DMP Supernova. You don't see any of that. Daylight screens, you don't see any of that. We do our ambient light projection tests outside because I consider that to be a challenge. It's not a challenge doing a demonstration in the dark. Woohoo! There is no, the deluxe is it. That's it. The 9 and 10, they're going to be designed for physical screens. And what I plan to do? Well, I plan to have somebody else run the company, and I'm going on vacation. That's where I'm going to be at. All over the globe. You are too close to my ride. That's where I plan to be at. Oh! There we go. Got you. That's where I plan to be at. There's somebody else run the company. I just got to pop in from time to time to sign off on this and sign off on that. And that's it. And I'm going to go travel the world. That's me crashing this stuff.
2, 1, go.
But I do got something else planned. Come on now. Think I'm basically going to retire for good? I got something planned because I want a gaming screen. I want one. I want a gaming screen. I want a gaming screen. That's my next project. That's what that 9, that gold screen we're showing off doesn't have a name to it. That coating was designed for something. It was designed for something. Something big we're working on. Oh, I didn't even know it was even there. Gotta explore that more often. There's something we're working on. We're always working on something weird. I'm actually researching giant 3D printers because I want a 3D printed screen. Where's all the cars at? If I can get the freaking energy. Ah, he just took the last one too. I got no freaking boost. Come on, man. Really? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, of course there's no boost.
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Now, yes, this is online. Ouch. Seriously? Oh! I don't know why. I saw it there. Didn't think to turn. But it was there, but I didn't think to turn. That was stupid. Ah, yeah, almost, almost. Gotcha. Oh! I was trying to get like a cool trick off the side of that wall. Didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. Oh, I love this game. I love this freaking game so much. I just got to get a steering wheel for it. I want a steering wheel for this game so bad. You get the radio head? Oh, there's me. Freaking idiot. I want to do Borderlands. I haven't done Borderlands in a while. I got it. There's the new DLCs for Borderlands next. I don't have any DLCs at all, not one. I'm gonna get one today. If they have any. Oh, it's sound activated. Oh, that's freaking cool. Oh, loading time. STUs. Hey, STUs. I need more grenades. I have enough grenades. In there. I'm in here already. Going to the carnival. I'm gonna use a handgun. It's funny, they show you how to get on the roller coaster. I do not know how to get on the Ferris wheel. I don't know if you can get on the Ferris wheel. I'm down already. Come on, damn, really? Well, time to bring up the big boy. There you go. I'll take that. I'll take that. And it took forever to go down. Come on, go down. And it took down forever to go down. Not want to change over to the mech. I'm going to click on like that. Any machines to get ammo? Nothing? 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 Okay, whatever. Wait. Nope, nothing. These weapons are garbage. Same chin. Ah, whatever. Right here. Okay, that's what gaming looks like on the system. I don't know what the weather's like outside. The weather's outside is pretty good. It was raining, but I might be able to. I can't do the inflatable screen out back, and I can't do it out front. I can't do it on the porch. It's too big. Right here. Gotta finish some more work downstairs. So.
Get good or get dead, scrub.
Yeah, I like this gun. This is the best gun I ever had.
Here they come.
A lot of hatred in that corner. Oh. There you go.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Got a little level over there. For extinction. Hey, where it going? I like help. Oh, I don't know where I'm at in this crack, but yeah, it's not a good place to be. Oh, no, not a good place to be. It's dark in this area. It's dark as a mother. Damn it. Oh, big gun at? Big gun! I'm done. I'm done. Come back to that crap much later. And we're back. I think I emerged in that one little area. Oh, Doritos too. Oh, I hear the birds chirping. I might get a chance to get outside and do a projection screen demonstration outside. Oh, heck yes. Let's see what's going on here. So I'm checking my something's not coming up. Let me see. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a technical error here. Something's not coming up on my end. There it is. I just got my Ultra Chromecast to run. There it is. Wonder why it's not running. Yeah, hopefully, if we get the weather plays nicely, I think I'm just going to play with this screen out here today. Since I already got it set up outside, I think around, maybe around, if it doesn't rain, hopefully we don't get any more rain, I'm going to set this screen up because I haven't had a chance to do this demonstration outside on the big screen. This is a 126 aluminum fixed frame screen outside. I haven't had a chance to play with this one. The weather seems pretty nice. It is all nice out here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this screen today. Not too cold out here. No. So yeah, I'm gonna set my projector up and we'll do this one right here. I'm gonna do the screen right here today, outside. Because I can't do the outside, it's muddy because of all the rain we got today. But I'm gonna do that one here. If we don't get any rain, I'm setting that up. I'll bring the PS4 outside too also. We'll do that one right there. All right, I'm getting out of here. I got to make some phone calls back. A few people have called me about something, so I got to get back and get out of here real quick. Screen paint is available on our website. It does come with free worldwide shipping. Gamer paint is now available in 1 gallon. It does come with the chasers and 10 by 12 blackout cloth. The 2 quarts of the gamer paint that were sold out are now back in stock. And then we have the wallpaper projection screens that are going for still on sale for $240. Okay, I got to go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.